Welcome to the Power Hour, the 11th hour edition, right here on your YouTube or your Facebook or wherever you get your shit. I'm Steve. Uh, C Red could not be here tonight, but pinch hitting graciously is the kingpin of the board, Mr. Young. Hello, Mr. Young. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. You light your stogie. I'll wait.
It's a pleasure to be back.
All right. So, Rion and Cactus on sabbatical at the moment. That's ironic. They may be here tonight at some point, maybe not, but that's okay because we've got a bona fide legend in my heart and in my mind. We have Classic Alpha. Classic, how you doing, man? It's always great. It's an honor always to be in your presence. I love what you do on social media. I'm a big fan of your work. I love C3. Well, I loved C3 when you were running it. Right now the jury's out on new ownership, but that's neither here nor there. We're glad to have you back, sir. Thanks for coming on the show.
I am glad to be back. This is the 11th hour week. I am ecstatic and I'm focused, and I'm glad to be back, Steve. Good seeing you, man.
It's always a pleasure. Now let's talk about what I remember the last time you were here. Things got a little bit heated. Mr. Young certainly wears his heart on his sleeve and not always the most level-headed human in the world. But you tend to maintain a veneer of professionalism and grace in all things that you do, which I appreciate. So here we are after the last one. It's the 11th hour, and that's appropriately named because there's a lot on the line. Kind of take everybody through what happened and now what's happening now for those that don't follow it, but still want to know what's going on in C3 and maybe want to show up this Saturday in Dyer.
Okay, so long story short, I don't run the company currently. Um, Mr. Young is part of the board, called the board, that currently runs the company. There was a deal that was in play of a quality. It was a quality assurance, basically QA. And on my end, I did not do what I was supposed to do. I didn't do the right thing. I was too worried about changing a lot of things, and I care more for just trying to make things happen. Now, part of the deal with the board was to make sure that we have some kind of quality, and I slipped up a couple times, and that's how they came into play. That's how their contingency plan works. It works. That's how they have it. So, this is why Saturday is very important.
Sounds like
You
they
know,
manipulated you a little bit.
a little bit. It feels like it, but also I like to hold myself accountable, especially with everything that has been going on this weekend, where people are not holding themselves accountable with certain things in the world of wrestling.
There's
I'm definitely going to hold myself accountable through certain things. There were things that should have been changed, and I chose not to because I just wanted to give them, the fans, certain things. Also, with wrestling, it was a lack of security. That's how Nameless came and dropped a lot of destruction on C3, which is weird because he's now part, or it is part of the board now. So there were a lot of things on my end. I'm not going to sit here and say I was the most perfect owner of a company, right? So that's exactly how they came into play.
so accountability in wrestling seems like it's become optional of late, as you just said. And that's a damn shame because it's a beautiful industry when accountability is held, when you're held accountable. So that commentary I appreciate for many reasons.
No
Um,
problem.
the board, the Bureau of Absolute Right Direction. Um, I mean, that spells board all right. It might be the dumbest anagram I've ever heard in my life, but it works, it fits. Mr. Young, you've got some splaining to do because accountability, this man has stood up and taken the blame, and he has stood like a good human at the with hubris at the gate of this thing. And the board just seems to be taking liberties at this point for liberty's sake. What say you about the 11th hour?
First of all, Steve, if I am not insulting you, please do not insult.
I'm
Second
insulting
of
the
all,
anagram. That's simple.
second
I'm not
of
insulting
all,
you.
second of all, classic. I love the way you're taking accountability.
Thank you.
And I agree. Now, Steve seems to think that we did things. No, Chris Classic just admitted he did some things that, bottom line, he shouldn't have done. We were fine playing the background. And let's just call it for what it is. He put a few matches that he just knew the fans would love.
As any good promoter and owner would.
But they didn't work, Steve. They didn't. So we stepped in. Now, whether you like our tactics or not, as they like to say, the proof is in the pudding. Our social media has went up. Our ticket sales have went up because we are now in charge. Now, I take nothing away from Chris Classic. Nothing at all. Chris Classic, first of all, I admire Chris Classic. He needed some help. He wanted some help, and he seeks some help. And he got it. Now, as I've stated before, even previously on this very show, his first mistake was not fully reading the contract, not taking it to a lawyer and having it explained to him. Now, maybe on our part, we threw in a lot of big words, a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. But I, for one, never thought it would come to this until he started putting on matches that just didn't make sense. Not all of the matches, not all of the cards previously, because there was some bangers. There was even some sleepers that, hey, I sat back and said, wow, well, we got to give him 2 points for that one because, hey, that one was very nice. Didn't see that one coming. But again, it was those ones that just didn't make the cut. The ones that the crowd got up and went to the bathroom, walked out the door, went next door to Harold's, placed the order for 6 wings fried hard with mild sauce. You know, like, that's bad for business, Steve. We can't have people walking out. That's just not good. So here we are, the 11th hour. Now, this card, I must admit, I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of. All except for one match. All the rest of them, I'm very proud of. Especially the C3 Ultimate Championship. I'm very proud of that match, Steve. We have from the 313, the monster from Detroit. The man has been on a terror. Joseph Ira Credit.
It's a bad dude.
He has been putting on some tremendous matches
Big fan of
against
Spirit of Detroit here.
against some great opponents. But this Saturday, he gets his shot at the C3 Ultimate Championship. And he has to look across the ring and face none other than my no good ass son, D'Angelo Steele.
Oh, here we go.
Now, Chris,
Here we go.
this,
Here we
this
go.
has this has nothing to do with you, Chris.
Oh,
This
hey.
this
Uh,
this
I,
is this is a personal issue between the father and the son.
it's been it's like past personal.
It
It's
no no. I mean,
past personal.
let's be honest, Chris. Let's be honest. And Steve, you can even understand this point I'm getting ready to make. We're all fathers, correct?
Yes.
And when you see your child, whether it be son or daughter, and they start hanging out with the wrong crowd, it's your duty. It's your job. Chris, as you would like to say, it is your God given charge to steer them in the right direction. Well, I've tried to do that with D'Angelo, but he doesn't want to listen. He wants to
Work
keep hanging out with the same hooligans over and over again.
respectfully. Weren't you part of the group with those hooligans that you're talking about?
We were so much classier than that, Chris.
So they were hooligans when you left.
Hey, when great leadership leaves, let's be honest, Chris. Look at the country we live in.
Oh my God.
When a great leader left, all hell went to hell in a handbasket.
It's been a minute since we've had a great leader in the U.S. Let's be honest.
Well,
It's been a minute.
it's been well, we had about 8 years, yeah, something like that.
In a
Yeah.
minute. In a minute.
But the point is, again, they're nowhere near the way they used to be. I was their leader. I
Well,
kept them in control.
I,
I
I could I could debate that, not to cut you off. Respectfully, after you left, they're all champions now.
First of all, let's be honest, who got Renee that championship? Let's go back. Let's think about that classic. Who put her in that three-way to get her that title? Who signed the contract? And who told her where the weak point was? A Vega. And what's the KO whatever, that person.
oh,
Yeah,
don't dog Kendra.
yeah.
That ain't right.
So
See, the thing is, though, even with that, it's not your play that she is the current longest reigning champion in C3 history, not just for women, but also the men. So you ain't been
well,
around and you calling them hooligans and stuff like that, but she's always found a way to always become victorious. So you can sit here and you can respectfully and disrespectfully say, okay, well, it was your idea, your plays that made her a champion, but she's the one who kept herself a champion.
I have a question.
has she really?
I
Well,
have, I
yes,
have a
sir.
question. So you're
Go ahead.
talking about since the board has been in charge, you've improved your social media views and all of that stuff. And you're talking about Renee. You know, when you go on social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, if a camera in a building catches a criminal beating up a woman for no reason, it goes viral. So could the fact that you did a cancelable offense to Renee Van Peebles be part of the reason why you're so good on social media? People love that shit. It doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's
Could
good.
have could have had the whole channel canceled and deleted and stuff
Good
and
Lord.
suspended.
Well,
It was
gentlemen,
intense.
let's be honest. First of all, did her not put eyeballs on the product?
It may have put eyeballs on the product,
No,
but
no,
it put
no.
questions in the mind of
Chris
everybody.
It was
Classic.
mixed.
What's
It
going
was
on?
definitely
Chris,
mixed reactions.
but
It was definitely mixed.
did it put eyes on the product? Yes or no?
Boy, you know what?
That's the yes or no
I'll say
question.
yes, but with an
But
asterisk because
but
there's
I
some eyes
want
you didn't want
Mr.
there.
Classic, who has been watching the numbers, to answer the question.
It definitely did.
Thank you.
Now
Second of
the
all,
intentions is
Stephen,
the intention is the questionable part.
I mean, you catch a felony on camera, people love that shit.
Yeah,
well, let's be
people are
honest.
sharing and everything.
If it was such a felony, gentlemen, I'm sitting here and I've been sitting here. I don't see any bars. I don't see any
That's an
little
easy
shiny
answer. That's
bracelets.
an easy answer to explain because Renee Van Peebles won't press charges. She will press your nuts up to your abdomen and whip your ass up and down the street.
She's had plenty of chances,
Only
Stephen, and
justice
she
she
has
needs
not.
is to get her hands on you,
And
Mr.
she
Young.
definitely had she definitely
Well,
had vengeance. Like I definitely heard what she was saying, and she's feeling like a lot of people are putting her in the background. She feels like the redheaded stepchild. So
but
she's definitely seeking vengeance, and I think she's trying to make more of a name for herself as well because she's like, since she is the longest running women's champion, she's still not getting the respect that she deserves. That's how she
but
feels.
but the only problem with that, Chris, is it just wasn't me. Who she called out, was it? She called
Well,
out her own group.
you caught a lot of people.
Where were they at while she was rehabilitating and getting herself together? Where were they at? Where was Miles? Where was Stampede at? So it's just not me. So tomato, tomato.
You're gonna have a
But
cauliflower ear
speaking,
with those tomatoes
but
and tomatoes, brother.
but speaking of Larkin, Mercer, yes, they have now grown and become tag team champions. But as I stated before, you see, Chris, maybe they want a piece of me, maybe they want a piece of Nameless, maybe they want a piece of Xander, but they're not on the same page as you. Now, I'm going to admit this. You picked eh, three-fourths, well, a half of a good team because they are the reigning defending tag team champions. And that's a very smart move on your part. So kudos. Now, this last member, I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to give you a little hint on what I'm going to do Saturday.
I'm sure you can believe this too.
I'm going to bring out my Nintendo Game Boy and throw it out the front door and watch him go fetch it. Just, this isn't a game. And that's the problem with Kenny Nye. He believes this is a game. And he believes that somehow, even though he has had opportunity after opportunity, time and time again, that everything bad that has happened to him is our fault. How is it our fault that you're the one looking up at the lights? One, two, three. That's not our fault. It's not. We're not in the ring. That's you and your opponent yet.
He never blamed you guys for any trial and tribulation he had. The only thing he
Actually,
got was
he
wrong.
did.
It was when Nameless hit him with a hammer, the mallet. That was
Uh,
y'all.
where was
That was y'all.
Classic? Was that me?
That was the board.
Was
Isn't
that
Nameless?
me? Was
Isn't
that
Nameless?
me?
How did you go from me
Was
to the
that
board?
me?
Oh,
Was
aren't you
that
part of the
me?
board? Aren't you
Was
guys? Aren't you a rep?
I
Aren't
thought
was
you
you?
were
that
the
not
board.
me? Was
Customer
I?
service.
Because
Customer
think about
service.
it.
I'm pressing
What
one for
did you
English.
do?
I'm
What
pressing
did you
one for
do?
English. It's still English here.
What did you do?
I
Come
press
help
number
him.
one.
Help me. Please help me carry him to the back. Help me. You asked me. I was a paying customer watching a show.
You run the place and paid for a ticket. It makes a lot
I
of sense.
wasn't I wasn't running
That's some
anything.
mafia stuff. Some
I was
mafia stuff right there, Steve.
Well, you
Some,
love bro.
it's going back to them anyway.
Well,
It's
he wants those
recycling.
sales to increase. He'll give you somebody just to show you the sales increase. I see how that
Yeah,
works.
yeah, recycling income. Okay.
Yeah.
it's it's nice that we can laugh and
You know, I
joke.
have to admit,
But the bottom line,
I'm pretty surprised at how calm this has actually been a dialogue. It kind of reminds me back in the day when Classic would come on and things the times were good. So I appreciate you gentlemen reserving your angst because there's a lot of bad blood here. But
well,
I
here,
appreciate
Stephen,
you.
here's the thing. And I'll be the first to admit it tonight. Chris Classic, the way I behaved last time was immature, and I apologize.
Hmm. Hmm. Wow.
Having a Fred Sanford moment.
Oh, Elizabeth.
I'm gonna join
Oh,
you,
Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth.
even though he looks like
Wow.
Esther.
Let's be honest. We're grown men, and everything that has taken place has all really been for the benefit of C3 Ultimate Wrestling and its fans. Whether we agree or we disagree, the bottom line has always been the product of C3 Ultimate Wrestling and the fans. Am I correct?
Supposed to be that. It's your
And
tactics. It's
it's
your guys' tactics is
it's
questionable.
it's been that. That
I
is
don't
the
think
bottom line.
no,
Now,
I don't
how
respectfully,
we
I don't think fans wanted to see Kenny get hit with a hammer. I
I
don't
didn't do
think
it.
I don't think they wanted to see me and Nick Diamond go to a time limit draw when I was close to victory. I don't think they wanted to see like they just shock the world and have my wife involved in a women's match that was already intense and gets her head hit in the turn buckle post. Or you just betraying your son. That's what you did. So you can't blame that on the board. You attacking your son and attacking his colleagues and calling them hooligans and stuff like that. So
Well, so again, I'm glad that you realized that everything up to that point had nothing to do with me. It had to do with a member of the board, but not me.
Thought
Now,
you were the
again,
board.
my son,
I must be missing something here. I have heard you say on more than one occasion that you're the board.
I
And
am
suddenly now
one.
you're not the board. The board is what the hell
I
is
am.
happening here?
I am one cog in this machine, Steve.
Is this governor person is he that much of an influence? Because he seems like a total dipshit to me. That
It
promo That promo was kindergarten time in this business. That boy would get eaten alive. And that's the guy that runs the board?
No one person runs the board, Steve.
Is he a part of the board? Because now
He
I'm not
is a
sure who the
part of
board
the
is.
board.
Am I a part of the board? Is you can just anybody part of the board?
No, trust me. Anybody cannot be part of the board.
But you're a part of the board.
I am part
But
of
you're
the
not a part of the board. So the board is
No,
kind of
I'm
organization.
saying
I need fucking
I
science class to understand this
Is he
shit.
speaking in third person? I don't know what's going on. Like,
What is
I'm
happening here?
is this
I'm
the movie Split?
explaining that
That's not Mr. Young. That's Patricia. Now I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's going on with the board. Like, one time you say we are the board, then you say that's not me, that was the board. So who is it? Is it Patricia? Is it Hellwig? Is it the Beast? I don't know who it is right now. I don't know. But whoever they are, they need to bring themselves down to Dyer, Indiana, Harold's private venue, and watch me take the company back.
I
and
want to hear how is that going to happen? How are you going to take the company back at the 11th
I would
hour?
I
In
would
the
love to
11th
hear
hour,
that.
how are you going to get it?
Well, since we are giving compliments, I'm gonna give a compliment to the board. They're playing chess, not checkers, with how they have done things. Even how a lot of things have been handled. A lot of people are asking questions. A lot of people are curious about it. But the thing is, August 30th, we're not playing chess nor checkers. We're wrestling in a ring, one of the most intense platforms to ever do business in. You see, there's no contract. It's just hands have to be raised. That's our signature. So, me teaming with two people who I don't get along with, and one person who's always been fighting up his whole life, being from Cabrini Green, we have everything to lose, but we also have everything to win. So, all we have to do is be on the same page for one match. And I think, no, better yet, I know that we can definitely be on the same page because we all have one thing in common. We all want to get our hands and feet on the board. And that's exactly what's going to happen at Harold's private venue, Dyer, Indiana, at the 11th hour.
Well, that's a bold statement. Having to team up with people that you don't necessarily trust and that you aren't necessarily on the same page, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So
Mhm.
that's a strong bond right there. Many wars have been won when people that don't get along come together in a common goal. And now the board is kind of standing on an island, and we don't even know who the board is. I'm kind of bored of the board.
Well, we want it that way, Stephen. We want you to be bored of the board.
Oh man, that's great. That's a soundbite for the ages. And where is this guy? I invited this guy, this yellow tie wearing guy, this governor of all things. You're either a general manager, a commissioner, or a president, and he's the governor. What is he, JB Pritzker? And now I invited him. I said, "Hey, you want to talk mess? Come on the show. Let's talk it out. You want to dog me on social media? I'm up for that." And now
He's the manager with the gold vest at the fast food restaurant.
is is he busy making fries? What is happening here? I put out the invite. I gave him the Zoom credentials. I'm like, come on this show, give me your position and tell me why you ripped on me on social media. I want to hear it to my face. And he's absent. And he's part of the board, which tells me the board is far from united.
Oh no, we're united.
Did
First
you
of all,
tell him not to show?
Stephen, we have a monster.
Well, monsters can
We
fall.
have a monster in the name of Nameless. Nameless is un I think outside of Joseph Ira Credit, Nameless has the second biggest winning streak of anybody at C3. Then we have the urban culture champion, Marcelo Spade. And I would, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I believe he is the second longest running champion outside of Renee. He is the male single title holder, longest running champion.
He is.
So
He is. Yeah, he is.
Spade's a bad dude. That I get it.
now we have myself, the vet of over 20 years, that I think I know my way around a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
I've won quite a few matches, won a few titles here and there.
Yeah, but fighting with a walker
So
is gonna be hard.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Um, so then let's talk, since you want to bring him up, the governor. Um, Chris Classic can attest to this. When he laid down this challenge, and I believe he was directing it towards me. If am I correct, Chris?
Correct. This is correct.
I did not get a chance to accept the challenge or deny the challenge.
Patricia accepted it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was Patricia.
The
It was Patricia.
governor hastily accepted.
Shocked.
And this is just one of the things that we have had to talk about in private over the past few months. The issues that
There was
Chris
it was a
Classic,
board meeting.
the yes, there was the
Makes sense.
issues that Chris Classic has brought up are very valid points that he mentioned earlier. So I'm not taking anything away from him. Xander put Classic's wife, Shay, in a match. I had nothing to do with that. The rest of the board had nothing to do with that. Xander made a hasty decision, decided to make the two-way for the women's title a three-way. Go ahead, Steve.
So you're saying Xander made a hasty decision, and since Xander is part of the board, that means the board made a hasty decision.
No,
Just for
he
clarity.
made a hasty decision,
Just for
and
clarity.
and I'm giving you clarity. We had to then stand by said decision, whether we agree or not. We, as the board, he made a on the fly decision, and united, we had to stand with it. Now, there's no way that we could predict he would decide that Shay needed to be put into a match at the last minute. Honestly, Shay was not prepared. Shay was selling tickets and selling concessions and merchandise. She was actually running around the whole building. Am I correct?
You're correct.
So
She was
she
talking
was
to a customer when he announced it.
so the board had no idea that he was going to make said decision. But once he made said decision, mid match, again, it had to stand. So
Are
when
are you
Chris
accepting
Classic,
accountability, or are you saying
so
that
I'm accepting accountability on the fact that the board has to stand by one of its members making decisions. Again, hence this coming Saturday in Dyer, Indiana. I did not, you directed the challenge to me. I did not have time to respond. Why? Because Xander decided he wanted the match. He wanted the match. Now, no problem. Did we have time to think about it, strategize, figure out is this what's best? Or what about legal action? None of that. I don't know if it crossed his mind or not. He decided he wanted to accept. We had to go with it. Now, the only difference is that that is when I decided that D'Angelo would not be part of the match, which I think broke his little heart because he was going to be defending the title against Joseph Ira Credit. But again, I will take accountability. And again, we have because we have not backed out of this match. You have not seen us bring our lawyers into this or any of that. If this is what Chris Classic feels, but the bad part is he already has no control now. And as much as I like Chris Classic, I wonder, did he think what happens when he loses Saturday? How do you lose 0%? How do you lose more of nothing? How? Now, I've always told Chris Classic this in private and publicly. You always have a home at C3 Ultimate Wrestling. Always. I can't specify what your job title will be, but you will always have a home. I will say this publicly here, live on your show, Steven, that when they lose, Kenny Nye will be fired. Miles Mercer, Stampede Larkin will be stripped of the C3 Ultimate Championships, and an ensuing tournament shall take place for new tag team champions, which they will not be allowed to be part of. Everything else will run as normal. And I'm even willing, as a member of the board, to sit down with Chris Classic afterwards and still get his thoughts, his opinions. Because again, this is his baby. See, just as we have babies on screen that we can, how precious they are. That's how he feels about C3. Look at that. I would never take that from him, ever. But things need to be done different. And again, the proof is in the pudding. Ticket sales are up. Last show, standing room only. Am I correct?
You're correct.
So we must be doing something right. We're putting bangers after banger after banger. And the fans are enjoying themselves. I mean, I like to think of this collaboration as a positive experience. The venue has blossomed. Their revenue has went up. Even next door, their revenue has went up. Our merchandise sales have went up. Our concession stands are. I think last time we had nothing left to sell before the main event. So it's a win. But I understand that Chris Classic feels, and he feels like he was backed into a corner. And to protect his baby one last time, he's gonna team with some guys he doesn't like, and a guy that looks like he'd rather be at home playing Mario Brothers. But I get it. I get it. He's gonna, and I believe with sincerity and all my heart, Chris Classic this Saturday at the 11th hour. It'll be a Chris Classic that I've never seen. It's going to be Classic Alpha that I've never laid my eyes on, because this isn't for a championship. This isn't for a number one contendership, a briefcase, or any of that. Like he stated, there's no contract. There's none. With this, it is about him fighting to get back what is his. And I applaud him for doing that.
Well, it looks like the governor decided to show up. Hello, Governor. Welcome to the Power Hour.
Oh, how you doing, Steve? Nice to finally meet you, I guess.
I don't
The
think
nag,
that you mean that at
the
all.
nag. He is going to nag us to death now.
Yeah, I got a question, a very simple question.
Oh,
Press
man,
haircut.
I should have known that Classic was already on here.
Well, I
The
mean, they
nag.
advertised him as the guest, so yeah, you probably should have known. Listen, I have one question for you. Are you a member of the board?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure.
Because we have some issues with how many members, and you know, Mr. Young here has spent the last half
Look
hour.
at that, Mr. Young. Where's the OG?
He's right there. He's here. Mr. Young is here. And he
I
spent
am
the last half hour saying how irritated he is that you went rogue.
I never stated irritated, Steve.
Classic, did he say it? I mean, come on.
He said he didn't like it, and he had to talk to him behind scenes.
Did you
But
get disciplined
I
by
don't know.
Mr. Young?
But I don't know when he said it. Was Mr. Young part of the board, or was he,
You
or
don't
was he
know.
not? I don't know. It might have been Patricia. I don't know. I have no idea. It's comical to me at this point
Mr.
because
Young, what are they talking about?
see, he don't
Unfortunately,
even know. See, that's the problem. He showed up late to the party. We done already had cake
You're
and
right.
ice
You're
cream,
right.
brother. We done already had
You're
cake
right.
and
You're
ice
right,
cream.
Classy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your governor is late, and I should explain to you why I'm late. I have been preparing. You see, currently I'm looking at the sunset, and I'm looking at that sunset. I'm thinking about how this is the end for you come Saturday, and
Hmm.
I've been preparing. I've been in meetings all day, and we've been discussing on the future plans we have for C3. So that's why your governor is late. If you are interested, my
So,
apologies though, Mr. Young.
Was
so
this a
you went
board
outside.
meeting?
That's why you late. You went outside because you were just late and want to look at the sunset.
You know, your
What
governor
a SpongeBob SquarePants moment. We'll look at the sunset. What? Man, come on, man. Body's yellow as that promo that you cut a couple days ago, man. You are something else. You are definitely something else, man. The Nag.
governor.
What a fitting name. What a fitting name. Not New Age Governor, the Nag. You got to be careful because we don't want to cancel the Power Hour. But the Nag. Still,
Eventually, it's going to get canceled. It has to happen.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
Not on my watch.
Governor, would you say that everything is peaceful and good amongst the board? Because after listening to Mr. Young for the last hour, I kind of feel like the board is all over the place. There's no head, there's no heart. It's just kind of this blob trying to absorb C3 without any kind of real plan. What say you about this?
I say there doesn't need to be a head of the board. I think myself, Mr. Young, Nameless, uh, everyone else. I think we run this group quite equally. I would say so myself. There is no need to be here. We all have a say so in what happens here. So, if for anybody to try to stir up and say otherwise, they're just full of
Well, I'm not trying to stir it up. I mean, if you watch the episode, the part of it you missed, you're going to see that he dogged you out pretty good. I
who
mean,
is
he
that
kind
that
of
Listen,
dogged me
kind
out?
of treated you like a spoiled child a little bit. If I,
why is
since we're all
it's
fathers here.
important. It's important to show up on time, sir. So looking at
That
sunsets, looking at the sunset.
um, it's just reminding me of what's to come, classic. Just remind me of what's to come or what is
Sunset.
already come.
Oh, so can I ask you a question? So when you was watching the sunset, were you listening to 1,000 Miles? I like that song. I mean, give you time to reflect, you know. I mean, I'm just saying,
You got jokes. You're a funny
Yeah,
man, class.
I ain't rock because
That's what I admire about you.
I got a lot.
Even through your trials that you're currently going through, you seem to find a way to make laughter, to try to find humor in any situation.
For sure.
But I don't think Saturday you're gonna be laughing too much. Actually, I think there are gonna be many tears, tears to come, tears of disappointment, not just tears for yourself, but the shame that you brought to C3 and you know also your family class. What are they gonna think about this?
You need to watch it, Mr. Sir.
I'm
You
I'm
need to watch it
I'm
because
I'm just stating the obvious
because
here, man.
I'm just saying, if you keep bringing up my family, you gonna wish you walked those 1,000 miles like that song talking about my family like that.
Young Lion's got a lot of ego and pride up in this thing right now, a little bit.
I'm just
Hey
saying.
man. I've always been the man to tell the truth here, and I so far the board we've held up our end of the deal. I think we've done better business in let's say the last few months than Classic has done by himself since he started his company. What you say, Mr. Young? Am I correct on that, sir?
I would say you're correct to a degree. I believe when Chris Classic first started C3, probably before the ultimate inside joke, um, we C3 was this fresh, unequivocal product that people wanted to see in the Midwest. They didn't know what to expect. Um, we brought family fun and entertainment to a new level. Uh, and I think, um, no disrespect, but Classic even stated that at some point he dropped the ball. He started focusing on too many things. Um, and so he focused on one thing and dropped the ball on something else. And uh, then he reached out for help, and yeah, we know the rest of the story. But
Sounds like his only
I would,
problem is he trusted the wrong people,
um,
which happens in life.
he, so now we're at a point where, um, he wants the whole ball back. He doesn't want half the ball. He doesn't want some of the ball. He wants the whole ball. It's his ball. If he wants to take it and go home, uh, that's what he wants to do. Uh, and now we're at this road, the 11th hour, where essentially it's all or nothing. Um, and as I was saying before, the governor came aboard. Um,
Aboard, I get it.
we we really have. we have nothing to lose.
I mean, gotta do.
No,
Gotta have a little
because
to lose.
at
That's
this
that's the
point,
problem there. See,
Chris Classic has to win.
Or
He
Miles.
has to. Well, I mean,
Other people on
again,
that team that want
Not
that eat
going
your ass
to.
one
too.
person,
He does have to.
one person's job is on the line. Two people will be stripped and essentially, you know, at the bottom of the barrel.
You don't back
And
the elite into a corner like that and expect to have a good day, Mr. Young.
and and like I said, Chris Classic will always um, have a home at C3. We just haven't figured out what that title and job description will be. But again, and I love the way the governor stated, and that's what I've been saying the entire time. And Steve, you make a mockery of it and you joke about it. But,
Absolutely.
but here's the thing:
The funny part,
Steve doesn't know
don't
anything.
you don't know who's part of the board.
nobody knows who's part of the board. The board is somewhere in the ether. Nobody
So
knows
so
nobody.
part of the board.
the board knows
The
who's
board
part
knows.
of the board.
Okay, if the board knows, then why did the young lion here make all this stuff happen when the rest of the board didn't want to do it? That's the disconnect that I don't get.
Did not say we did not want to do it.
He kind of said that, didn't he?
He
Classic?
became enthusiastic and he made decisions again. But did you see us
Against the
go
board.
against? But did you see us go against whatever decision the governor decided?
No, you had to
No,
call a
we
meeting.
didn't.
But you
We
disagree
stick
with
by
it,
each other,
correct?
Steve. We stick by each other,
Okay.
even through the midst of being anxious. Yes, I made a hasty decision, but in that moment, can you blame me? Can you really blame me, Steve?
Yeah,
I
can't
mean, really.
blame you.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
don't fix it if it ain't broke, and you went ahead to fix it. That's
Yeah.
okay. Young men need to learn some way. You will.
Here is the thing, Steve.
Yes,
You have a family.
I do.
I'm sure you and your family don't agree on every decision that is made.
100%.
But as a family, whatever decision was made, you stick with it. Think about it. We live in a time where, Steve, I'm sure you have planned family vacations
Yes.
and your children have looked at you and said, that shit sucks monkey balls. But you guys went on that family vacation. Now, whether they enjoyed themselves later or not, doesn't really matter. They didn't agree with that decision. But as a family, you guys stuck with it and you went. Again, we stick together. We don't, again, we don't have to agree to always to be on one page. There's no company that runs, even today. You can pick Apple, you can pick Sony, you can pick any company. Every member does not 100% agree.
Yeah, they all
Even
don't like the sweatshops.
even
Right.
even your you love sports, your beloved Chicago Bears, they won't be on the same page and they don't agree. But yet they win preseasons. But when the regular season comes, we understand what happens. But you never see inside the McCaskey's family house and how they're upset, do you? No, you don't. So understand, we are fine. The board stands by the governor.
Okay.
Again, he accepted
Oh.
this match. Again, we could have decided, hey, we don't want this match. Therefore, we're going to call our lawyers and we're going to have this taken care of.
Wouldn't that have made you look pretty weak? I mean, he kind of wrote the check, and you really didn't have a choice because if you did, you'd look like a bitch.
Well, here's
Let's
the
be
thing.
honest.
Well, here's the
he
thing.
took you to the edge, and you're like, well, we're either going to go or we're going to come back, and we're going to prove classic right.
Well, again, here's the thing, Stephen. Think about it. Again, we have a young, hungry, pissed off governor.
Little inexperienced, if you ask
We
me.
have,
He's a hothead, by the way.
we
You
have,
hold on.
we,
You didn't agree with him, and then now you saying that you agree with him. So wait. So if you didn't agree with him, who's the right
Stirring the
direction
pot,
part of the board?
classic. That's
No,
all you
who's
do.
stirring the pot?
Stir the pot.
Which direction
Not
are
good.
we stirring the pot? Is it the right
classic.
direction?
You want to know
Things
who's
are not
stirring?
good in the board.
Hold on. You want to know who's stirring the pot?
Patricia, right?
Yes, Patricia.
Gumbo, though. That's gumbo, right?
Patricia.
Gumbo.
Patricia.
Patricia.
Okay. But here's the thing. Again, do you have anybody with the second longest winning streak in C3 right now on your side?
I know.
Okay. Has anybody on your side a vet of 20, actually 22 plus or 23 plus years?
No.
Mm.
No.
Is anybody in your camp on your team the longest ranking male single title holder?
No.
Mm.
Mm.
So again, yes, Xander accepted, but the cards are in our favor. But again, classic.
Crazy eights.
I am not stupid to think that you're going to come in and you're going to lie down. I'm not stupid.
I mean,
I didn't get to 23 plus years not being smart.
But not even that. I think you're messing up. I think you and the board is messing up already. You see, you are touting accolades. We're worried about results. And that's the problem.
But
nobody's taking away none of the stuff, the expertise, 20 plus years, the longest reign. Nobody's taking that away.
So but you're saying
shoulders can still hit the mat 1, 2, 3. You can lose and still be a vet of 20-something years.
So
you can lose and still be one of the longest reigning.
So can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So let me ask you this question, Chris Classic.
Doesn't get it.
Say by all the gods of the heavens, the board loses. What will you do next show when the crowd is not there? What will you do? What will you do? When there are no more social media?
I volunteer.
What will you do when you have decided to rent a venue and no one comes?
Okay. Yay. The fans will be there. Thank you. They're still going to be there. See, I could sit here, right, and give you guys props for contributing, obviously, and running a company to where a lot more people show up to see the show. But they're not paying to see y'all.
Yes,
they're paying to see people like me to shut y'all up. That's what it is. Oh, they're so loud on social media. They're always talking all of this crap. I am paying to see somebody finally shut them up. So now there are 4 men. Team C3 will shut Team Board up for real. That is why. You guys have done a great job. You guys have been so aggravating. You guys have been so aggravating that people are like, we want to see a great show, but we also want to see who's going to shut these people up. And I cannot wait. Few days away, August 30th, Dyer, Indiana, Harold's private venue. You guys can get some chicken on the way out the door. The board can get some chicken, for sure.
Harold's makes some good chicken. That's good stuff.
I'm gonna get chicken regardless. I can tell you.
I'm just saying, it's okay. You are either you're gonna be crying over the chicken. It's fine. Salty tears. And give a little
Never
seasoning.
that.
Sure.
Never
You
that.
can take the nameless brute, Mr. Spade, and the nag, and go get y'all some chicken. Y'all get a family piece and everything.
The governor's fighting? The governor's a member of the team?
Yes, he is.
Oh man! Oh, if I wasn't in Wisconsin, I want to see that ass whipping.
Not an ass whipping, Steven.
So you got nameless and
Ass.
you got Alfredo. So legit badass dudes. I get that. And the other half of the team is you and you. Oh man, put your chicken order in early.
See, I love the fact that Steven doubts me.
Use your eyes. You're 120 and he's 12.
Is he?
He
He's
might
nowhere
be.
near that.
Looks a little 12 to me.
We
But he's
gotta, we
talking
gotta,
to me
we
on
gotta
social
do it.
media,
Hey,
and I will
Steve,
show up at Dyer one of these times.
Steve, we gotta take him out before it's curfew, man.
Woo!
Good thing it's an afternoon show. He can eat and
Oh,
everything and go
bedtime
stay
comes
home.
early when you're a minor. Oh, I had no idea. Well, Red, I mean the board, I'm not Red, the board, unless you have I know they have shenanigans, so we don't know who's in the board. So I suppose they could have some surprises for you. But if this is a legitimate match, 4-on-4, I don't see a way out for the board. They're too talented.
Are they?
Yeah, you don't have answers.
Well, let's just say Saturday has to get here.
All Larkin has to do is swing his fist 4 times and it's over.
I
Larkin
can't
has
wait
to
to. I can't
Larkin
wait to
has to
put my
make it.
knee.
Last time did he have car trouble, Governor? Didn't Larkin
Yes,
have? Yeah,
he left. Matter of fact, he left his partner just out.
yeah,
And
You
this
know,
is where the
he
problem
had car trouble. He
lies.
had car trouble.
It's
I hope he got. Actually,
car
I heard
trouble.
heard from a reliable source. His car isn't working at all.
Meaning he might not be there Saturday. What you say, Mr. Young?
I don't know if anybody is willing to make that drive to pick him up.
Which is a shame because I was
I
really
mean,
looking
unless
forward.
Classic is willing to go get him. But
Shit, the
then,
board, the board of mechanics now.
maybe
Pep boys are part of the board, y'all.
maybe maybe that match winds up being first with a 2-on-4 handicap.
Sounds nice. I would
I
not be
mean,
opposed to that.
the thing is, we still run the show.
Yeah.
So,
Until August 30th.
and once
but
again,
that's the
classic.
thing. Classic is again, as much as we have had dialogue tonight, and we have, I like to believe, start to have a open dialogue of communication. Uh, Still, yes, nothing has been decided yet. And the thing is, until that match takes place, we have control. We run the show. We can make, as Steve loves to say, because I watch the Power Hour every week,
As you should.
card subject to change.
Strange.
God forbid if we walk into Harold's private venue and we have to make last second decisions that we feel will benefit.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
So, you know, I love your enthusiasm, Chris Classic. I've
I
always
try.
I
Yeah.
always have appreciated you as a wrestler, as
Of
someone
course.
that the people can look up to. But understand, until one way or the other, the 11th hour is still our show. The 11th hour Things can happen.
The board presents.
And who knows? Maybe we wind up, having to not have a show due to health code violations.
We hate for people to get sick. We do
That is
not
the
want our fans to
dumbest
get
thing
sick.
I've ever heard. Come out and see this show, and the health code. What the hell is happening here?
Things can happen. All I'm saying
They the
is
only sick ones. They the ones that sick.
anything
They
can
sick in
happen.
the head. They are sick in the head. You got one person showed up late because he want to see the sunset, listen to 1,000 miles. You got another person that's sitting here don't know if he's a part of the board, if he's not. So, you got another one, Nameless, don't really have a name. We just call him Nameless. And then we got Spade, who is the second longest reigning champion, making bad decisions for himself. So they all sick in the head, man.
How is he making a bad decision when guess what?
Bad
Again, he
decision.
hasn't again outside. If I'm correct, Chris Classic, the pecking order should be Joseph Ira Credit, Nameless, and then Marcelo Spade as the three men with the longest winning streaks of C3. And two of them happen to be on the board.
Yeah, but a winning streak ends all the time. Even Tom Terrific lost his streak, right? That accolade means nothing.
The
They're
GOAT,
talented performers.
really?
But
Tom
there's no
Terrific?
bearing on this situation,
Yeah,
Y'all come
actually it
accolade.
does.
especially when you guys are playing Puppet Master. We might change this. We might do that. Why don't you guys
Well,
nut up and have a fair
that
fight?
Stephen, that is what the whole again. We control the show.
You control the show, but
Yeah.
Stephen,
embarrassing yourself.
here's the thing, Stephen.
All
You
right.
you've never been, C-Red has told me countless times of you being GM and this, but have you had full control? No. You've had little control, and yeah, you've been the GM, but guess what? There's been somebody else telling you what to do. But guess what? There's nobody else telling us what to do.
And that might
We
be the
make
problem.
the decisions. We know because guess what? Again, the proof is in the pudding. Again, Chris Classic stated earlier, standing room only. Again, it was not standing room only a year ago, was it, Classic? No. Now maybe it was because you picked another venue and that venue just wasn't a good venue, but that's neither here nor there. The point is now is the time. So again, Classic walks in Saturday as a competitor. He has no say so. So if the board decides that guess what, this is to be the first match, and guess what? Oh, we're sorry that Larkin and Miles Mercer isn't here yet, but oh well, it's the first match on. Oh well. Sorry. You're just gonna have to rough it and pull up your bootstraps.
That actually makes a lot of sense, because if it's a handicap match, then the old man and the young kid will never make it in the match. They're not the liability they would be if this was a fair fight.
Well, do you
You
believe
got to be
Stephen?
careful about how you hit them too, because you go to jail for that. You get arrested.
You don't want to beat up a minor, even
A
though he
minor.
talks all kinds of shit.
Or a senior. So
Yeah,
I can't wait to punch Chris Classic in the face again. That felt it felt great. It felt great. Looking forward to it again.
Get to handle both of y'all. And after y'all lose, y'all can get a senior and a minor discount at Harold's private venue for the chicken.
Hey, it's all about the chicken.
I think we should buy Chris Classic some chicken. Actually, I think we should buy his whole team some chicken as a good farewell present. That sounds pretty good to me.
Well, I'm gonna probably buy y'all some, because when y'all lose, y'all definitely gonna be at catering. So I know they do a great job. So you guys will have all the chicken that y'all want.
That'll be almost as
Y'all
good
like
as
y'all
privileged
like gizzards?
catfish.
Y'all got gizzards? Y'all like gizzards? I got them. They get fried hard. Y'all like gizzards? What's up?
More jokes. We'll
You
see
know
how
what
you be
I'm
laughing on Saturday class. We'll see how you be
saying?
You know, I like this guy. You know, Xander, I like you, Mr. Governor. I think you're an interesting character. I've checked out your social media today. You're an entertaining guy. And I want to meet you. I want to meet you.
Oh,
I want to say hi to you personally. Now, I'm in Wisconsin this Saturday, so unfortunately, I can't come to C3, but I've been to C3 shows before. It's a very entertaining product despite the board. I enjoyed myself when I came out. I thought I saw Chris Classic have the most horrific injury, but he came back from it. So it was an electric show. So I love the product. I'm a fan. But brother, I want to meet you.
you should definitely come out. I'm sorry, too bad you can't make your way out this Saturday. It was
I will find you at some
to
point.
support
I will find
your
you at some
friend Chris
point. 'Cause
Classic.
I got to shake your hand amongst other things.
I don't think
I
I
want to
will shake
show
your
you my
hand.
appreciation for talking mess on the internet. See, I want to show
It's not
you,
mess. It's truth.
I want
It's
to
truth.
show you that when you're a keyboard warrior, it's all fun and games until somebody punches you in the mouth. So I'm not going to see you this
Well,
Saturday, but at some point, I'm going to see you.
well, if anybody knows about getting punched in the face, it is Chris Classic.
Chris,
So,
kick his ass up and down the street, man. Please do the world a service.
He forgets that I hit him back
um,
and threw him over the
um,
ropes. So,
nobody's worried about all the minor details of the situation. The point
did you
is,
just say
you,
minor? The
you
minor talking about minor details.
Hey,
Is
Classic,
this
talk about
constructive?
details. Classic, do you see the background on Young Lion's feed there? You might say the sun is setting on the Young Lion,
Yeah,
right?
the street lights is about to come on, sir. You better
Hey,
get
time to
home.
go home, baby.
You better get home. Take your
Mama's
nice little
calling.
shower.
Mama's
Yeah, the
calling.
street lights is definitely coming on. You better stop playing,
Now
man.
Mr. Young left. Mr. Young is gone. Mr. Young's had
School, you
enough.
got
Oh, now
school
he's back.
tomorrow.
There he is.
School is tomorrow, young man.
Make sure you
School is tomorrow.
pack that yogurt, man. You gotta have that protein.
Pack your sandwich. Get your sandwich,
With
ham
with
sandwich.
the crust cut off, right?
Plus, get you a Capri Sun. Matter of
Oh
fact, get you
man,
like a couple
Smucks.
Lunchables. You
Yeah.
know what? You's a big boy. You need like 4 Lunchables. Get you 4 of them. You
you
get you
know,
4 Lunchables. Get full off them Lunchables. Get the nachos, get the pizza one, get the ham slices and everything.
And Mr. Young is gone again. He's not
you
defending
know,
the governor. What is happening here? The
you
board
know,
is a mess.
I I have to get ready for our media day tomorrow, and I will be addressing the fans of C3. So I'm gonna let you guys have this moment because apparently you and Chris Classy deserve each other. You know,
He gotta
y'all,
go home.
you guys, y'all,
He talking too
you
much. He gotta go home.
all you guys are talking about is food this and food that, and
And
so
punching you in the mouth
obviously,
here and punching you in the
obviously,
mouth there. Yeah, we're talking all about it.
and
How many
instead of
Capri Suns you
Chris,
bring to school tomorrow? How many Capri Suns he bring? You bring some Capri Suns.
no, but
Get
I
the
am going to
coolers.
be
The coolers
bringing,
are good. The ranch
I am
coolers are
going to
good.
be bringing a lot of fire come Saturday to Chris Class.
You gonna melt your Lunchable.
No,
You don't need
no
to use.
Can't
Lunchables.
You
let
don't
No,
kids
need
have a
to
no,
use
pepper,
the
no,
man.
no,
Lunchable.
no Lunchables over here. Straight chicken and beef, man. Straight chicken, beef, and turkey, man.
I didn't know
All
they
right,
made
yeah.
Lunchables
No,
like that.
no Lunchables. No kid meals over here.
Mr. Zander, you have been a joy to have on the Power Hour. We appreciate your time, Mr. Governor, and I hope you have a very, very fun show this Saturday at C3. Should be quite the banger.
Yes, sir. It was your honor to have your governor on this show.
I will accept that. Enjoy your evening, sir. Have a nice time.
Yeah.
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Hey, make
Yeah.
sure. Make sure you keep your light on.
Be sure.
Make sure you keep your light on. Your little night light on.
He just thinks I'm this crazy old white dude. He has no
Man,
idea what I am
What?
capable.
Huh? What? Okay, I get it. All right, all right, you gone. All right, bro, I will talk to you in a minute.
I think we can
Can I
smell
finish?
what the we can smell
Can
what the red is cooking here, right?
Yeah,
can I
yeah,
can I can I
his
finish?
friend
All
got
right,
mad.
all right.
Oh, see red. Thank God. I hate Mr. Young. That guy is crazy as a bag of cats.
Why? Why?
Why?
That's my guy.
First of all, Chris
Hold
Classic,
on, give me a second. I'm voting on America's Got Talent.
you can vote all you want. Classic, you deserve way better than what you have received here tonight. The board is the most disorganized structure since Trump's White House, which the irony there is delightful. Here's the thing. On Saturday, you're going to go in there and they're going to commit all the shenanigans in the world. But I believe in you. I
Thank you.
believe you are destined to get your company back and get this ship set right.
I
And I
appreciate
believe
it.
that Mr. Young and that little boy on that team
The
is
little boy.
just a gigantic liability.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like if it ever gets to a point where it's 4-on-4, you guys have a sizable advantage because Larkin and Miles, those are some great professional wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I love the challenge. I love the storyline, and I wish you the best, though I have a feeling the whole card subject to change uh drama, it will probably happen to you. So I hope you can weather the storm. You deserve to
Oh,
get your company
yeah. Thank
back.
you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Steve. I appreciate Mr. Red. Thank you guys
Hey
for
man,
having me.
I just got in, man. I've been dealing with flood shit. So
I've been to stuff with the Power Hour before. This isn't my first time, and it won't be my last. So thank
No,
you
not at
guys.
all. And I'll tell
Um,
you what, the next time C3 rolls, when it's back under Classics administration, I'm gonna come
okay.
to the show and I'm gonna be looking for that boy.
All right. Looking forward to it. You guys have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Mr. Classic.
Thank you. Thanks
C3
for
this
having me.
Saturday, Dyer, Indiana. It's gonna be a hell of a show. Give him hell, Classic. You're the
I
best.
will. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
all right.
Red, did you hear any of what happened?
I heard it in back, but
So
I ain't got nothing
let
to
me
do with
just let me
that.
just reflect right here. The team for the board is Mr.
Yeah,
Uh Nameless,
yeah.
Alfredo,
Who?
uh the what is that? I can't remember it. The Malit he's a champion at C3. I can't remember his name suddenly.
Marcelo Spade?
Marcelo Spade, I'm sorry. Spade. So you got Spade and you got Nameless. Very tough. And then you got a 12-year-old and a geriatric. I feel like the odds favor Classic, but I believe we can agree that shenanigans are probably going to be afoot.
Well, we can agree to disagree. Xander, I've seen him wrestle in other places. He is quite talented. I don't think a lot of people give him credit. Yes, he is a young guy. He's only got a couple of years in, but again, very talented. And Mr. Young, uh, he's pissed off. And hold on, I know. Shut up. Damn.
He's like Clint Eastwood in Gran
Uh,
Torino, upset for no reason.
hey, all of this, you know, over one person, and I don't think decisions would have been made, but they're here now. So, and I see your point of Chris Classic's team, but I've seen the vignettes. I've seen Chris Classic and the ARC aren't on the same page. They're not.
Well,
They are not on the same
you're right
page.
about that.
And the problem
They all
is,
have so much to lose that sometimes the circumstances, and as I said to them, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You heard him say it. If they lose, Classic's out completely. They'll have him as janitor or some such thing, and they're going to strip the champions, and they're going to fire the Nintendo kid. So these
well,
Kenny
I
Nye,
mean,
uh,
I,
Larkin, Mercer,
I,
Classic,
I,
they got a lot
I,
to lose
I
together.
get your point. They do have a lot to lose, and I hope that they're taking it serious. But the problem is, uh, last time anybody saw, uh, honestly, the ARC said they were going to be calling the shots. Classic said he was going to be calling the shots. That's not a good start. When
Mr.
I
Young
get it,
played his hand tonight. He overplayed his hand. He
how?
told the people that didn't know this that there are consequences for losing this match. The tag team champions didn't know they were being stripped. Nye didn't know he was being fired. And Classic, I imagine he probably assumed his fate. But now you've got four men that are fighting a common enemy for a common goal. And when your back is up against the wall, when you are pushed to the very max, heroes tend to rise and villains
Well,
tend to fall.
well,
And
let's
Mr.
just.
Young, whether you like it or you don't like it, he's the villain of this story.
I know you are. Okay. Damn. Whatever.
Tell him to knock off the Hennessy, man. He was crazy.
He didn't kill the
First
half
he's
bar
on the
already.
board, then he's not on the board, then he's mad at Xander, then he loves. I mean, hey, Jesus Christ. Talk about bipolar.
Hey, I heard he has a personality disorder. So,
I heard he's got something.
hey, okay, my bad. I know. Bruh, would you please just go back upstairs so I can finish the powwow?
Go sit and drink Hennessy with Mama Red.
All right. Good Lord. All right. Anyway,
All right.
so
So that's C3. That's happening Saturday. And where can the kids go to get tickets?
they can find them on Eventbrite, or they can show up at the Harold's private venue in Dyer, Indiana. Don't get me to lying about ticket prices. Um,
What time are doors and what time does the show start? Usually
uh,
C3 happens in the early afternoon.
doors open at 12:30, and the show starts promptly at 1 p.m. Uh, in the main event, it is for the C3 Ultimate Championship. The champion D'Angelo Steele versus the challenger Joseph Ira Credit. Also, Renee Van Peebles will put her title on the line against somebody you know very well that might just be coming back to you with more gold. Amina Belmont. Uh,
Oh boy,
so,
Renee picked a bad time to have to face the Phoenix Princess.
uh, so, and a what we're looking to be a banger. Tony Thunder, the other half of the 313 Spirit of Detroit, will take on the Cobra.
Ooh, the Cobra's a bad dude.
Um,
I worked with him at SCW. I didn't even like being ring announcer when he was coming in. Boy, that
oh
dangerous.
well, the Cobra is the man. And he has
Part of the
been,
board?
huh?
Is he part of the board?
I don't know. Nobody knows who's part of the board.
I don't think the board even knows.
Except for
I don't think the board even
people.
knows.
In a C3 scramble. You love scramble matches.
I am a king of
Uh,
scrambles.
yes, you are. So
That's my
it's
ex that way.
Kendall Fire versus TDG versus Jay Leon versus Gustavo.
Ooh, Gustavo and Jay Leone. Those are two very young, underrated, talented people. Jay Leone, that guy could be a C3 champion one day. That's how good he is.
Well, hey,
If you don't
and
look, you're gonna find out. Maybe he's part of the board. I hope not.
he might be again. Nobody knows, and That's been the irony. So yeah, this Saturday, doors open at 12:30, and again, bell time is 1 p.m. 101 Joliet Street in Dyer, Indiana. Uh, the admission on Eventbrite, if they get their tickets now, $10 on Eventbrite, and kids are $5. So come on out, see what uh, C3 and the board have planned. Again, the fate of C3 uh, will be decided this coming Saturday.
Going to be a hell of a show, and I would, if I wasn't otherwise occupied, I would come out just so I could punch the governor in the nose. But that's neither here nor there. That will come in time. Um, I will be traveling to Marshfield, Wisconsin, to the Bakerville Bar for Frontline Pros Crossfire.
Crossfire.
This show is going to be electric with the talent that is there. And let's just kind of go over some of those matches.
Okay.
We have got the battle champion, a man you know, a man I know, a man I'm very fond of, a young man that I have traveled the road with a little bit, Sam Eli, putting his battle championship on the line against battle tested Ben Evenson, who has been a battle champion. And Ben Evenson is the Captain America of Frontline Pro. He is all guts, all glory, all energy all the time. But Sam Eli has become a folk hero in Marshfield, Wisconsin. They love that dude. The Sam Eli shirts are everywhere. So it's fantastic that this match is going to happen. I hate to bet against Captain America because I'm a big fan of Ben, but right now Sam Eli is on the roll of a lifetime, and I think he is going to retain his battle championship. So that's one match. What do you think? Evenson, Sam Eli,
Uh,
gonna be a banger, I'll tell you that.
See, that's hard. Um,
Because you've been there.
Ben saying Ben,
You've been to the
I've
market.
been there,
You've been to
but
Bakerville.
but here's the thing: like Eli has been a great champion, right?
Yes.
He surprised everybody, right? When he won the title.
He didn't surprise me because I
I
knew.
mean, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
it
Like
certainly caught.
we see him on a
It
consistent
delighted
basis,
the fan base in ways that we could never have predicted.
But again, Ben is the like you stated, he's the Captain America frontline. Like he's the one that waves that banner. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, let me know. But at one time, he was the face of frontline.
He is still very much.
I mean, you know
I
what
know,
I'm
yeah, but I know what
saying.
you're saying. Yes.
So I hate to go against Sam, but I think we're gonna walk away with a new champ.
We're on the wrong side of the fence on this one. In tag team action, the tag team champions, Thunder and Lightning,
Okay.
take on the remnants of the Rapture.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're still there. Despite
Why?
despite basically the head being cut off the beast, they are still a thing. Uh, the health of the Thundercat is questionable. He has undergone some medical situations, so I don't know if he's going to be 100%, and that matters in a match like this. Kidlat we know is a special talent, but so is the Thundercat too. So if the Thundercat's 100%, Thunder and Lightning retain their titles in a walk. But if he's not, JJ on the outside could be the wild card here.
JJ's the wild card period.
Yeah.
He's the wild card period. And
And I
I know
don't trust
firsthand.
Rock and Rivera far as I can throw him. And Chris
And
Trick, that bleach blonde idiot. I
let's just
don't
be
like the
honest.
Rapture, but I know how good they are.
And let's be honest, just as you stated earlier, the head has been cut off, but that does not mean that the rest die. And if the numbers game is, I'm just gonna say new tag champs because I see shenanigans happening. Whether
Shenanigans
Thundercat,
are certainly a possibility.
whether I mean, because I think they want to make a statement. That's just me. I think they want to say, hey, yeah, he's gone, but guess what? We still live on, and they're gonna pull some solo bullshit. So, uh, I love Thunder and Lightning. I want Thunder and Lightning to retain, but I just believe shenanigans are afoot, and we will have new tag champs.
Another tag team contest that's happening this Saturday in Marshfield at the Bakerville Bar is COD, a tag team. Not terribly familiar with these guys, but they are very physically intimidating. Are taking on one of our favorite teams at Frontline, MHP. I have to give the home talent the home field advantage, but boy, this could be one of those matches that steals the show because the spectacle of these four personalities is going to blow up all over that bar, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I'm going to stay with my boys MHP just because I know them well, but COD looks like they're coming in for a fight. I can't wait for this one.
I saw the pictures, or I saw the flyer earlier. I must agree. Uh, if you're going by a flyer, uh,
COD
our
looks like a
boys,
scary team.
our boys are gonna get their ass whooped.
No, no, come on now.
No, I'm saying if you're going by the flyer, if you're going and you're picking based off the flyer, right? But we know Cash, right?
You know,
Like the heart in this kid. Like I regardless, like you and I have seen him grow over the past year. And not so much as physically, but we've seen him mentally and emotionally grow. And I couldn't be more prouder of one person right now. So I'm going to do like you. We're going to agree. I'm going to pick MH.
look at the size of Rita's Atlas's arms, though.
I, I, I get it,
I
but
mean, Kevon Lee, we have seen him do Steve Michaels type things. And
yes,
Drake Daniels is a tough SOB. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to look at the flyer and not see the arms of Rita Atlas. I've sat next to that dude on In Focus. That dude's arms are bigger than my thigh. And for a fat man, our thighs are big.
well, you should stop being on in focus because every time I turn around, you got an issue with somebody.
I do, and I you know what? That's a lovely segue. That's a lovely segue because
Thank
uh,
you.
at Crossfire, I get my first in show in focus where it's going to be live, and here's the funny part. Uh, Leo Fox is a bad, bad man. I've seen him in NWA. I know who he is. He doesn't know who I am. So I get a message from him, dude, where can I watch your matches so we can have a good fight? I'm like, bro, no, you must that flyer must have me looking like I'm going to war. Those days are over. Shaq Jordan changed my life. Leo Fox, I'm just there to ask you some questions and hope that you will answer them honestly. They will be hard-hitting questions. I'm not afraid to ask the questions and take the consequences, but I don't want any Leo Fox smoke. So I hopefully will not put myself in a position to get crushed by that monster. But
Well,
it's an honor to be, I've had the good fortune during this whole In Focus thing to sit in the ring with some pretty special people.
I
EC,
get it.
Kurt Angle, The Godfather, just to name a few. And this will add to my little collection of people that I admire. Leo Fox, I worked with. He was at one NWA Chicago show, and he was a gracious person to a novice ring announcer. which I've always appreciated. So I'm very excited to do this with him. I just don't want him to beat me up.
Well,
I need to save myself for Xander.
can I offer
Yeah,
some advice?
please.
Tread lightly. Your last couple of interviews have not went well.
Well,
And let's
admittedly,
and let's remember uh your in-ring competition ended because
of an in
it
focus.
all it wasn't an in focus, but it started out as an interview, and we see how that went.
Yeah, it didn't
So
go great.
I'm just saying,
Hoping to avoid that.
right now you're batting zero when it comes to interviews.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I've
You
had
know,
some great
so
guests, but I've also had some rough moments. So that is entirely true and fair. But it's the first time an In Focus has been live and
live.
so I'm very excited for the Bakerville bar fans to get a taste of what I do other than on social media. And I also pissed off the Maidens of Iron. I had them on In Focus and they chased me out of the damn bar.
See, all right, what else is going on?
Well, we got a lot. I mean, there's a lot happening at Crossfire. This is going to be one of those shows that's going to make me get home at 4 in the morning. But I do get to ride to this show with a little bit of royalty. Uh, I get to chauffeur all day Marche Rocket to Marshfield. So I get to
Okay.
spend a lot of hours absorbing the greatness that is Marche. So hopefully I will walk out of that car ride better than I was the last time I got to ride with Marche. It was like riding with you a little bit because the 4.5 hours didn't seem so long because he
Well,
always
I,
had a lot to say because he's seen everything and done everything just kind of like you have. So it's great to ride with Marche, but Marche's got to be a little focused because he's got a one-on-one match against Jack Vaughn, and Jack Vaughn is a bad motherfucker.
so when I saw this match announced, at first, and I said, I'm going. I'm calling Steve, and I'm going. But then I realized that I had a previous engagement.
Yeah, see,
So
I would like to have had that too because we could have been the new touches.
so, but because this would be the match that I wanted to see. Um, so, um, Jack Vaughn, and here's why. Just for me, I can't speak for anybody else. Jack Vaughn has made a name for himself as of late with the TikToks and the Instagram videos he has made. He is everywhere. Um, and most of them are hilarious. Dead right hilarious. I would love to see him in a serious one-on-one competitive nature.
Well, he better be
And
serious.
you don't get no more competitive than Marche Rocket. Um,
Marche
you know.
Rocket, after 4.5 hours in a car with me, is going to want to beat somebody up. So I think I might have to apologize to Jack if that doesn't go well for him.
Ooh, just don't piss him off beforehand.
Oh, no, don't want to do that. So that's going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to that. I have called so many Marche Rocket matches over my career. That's one of the things I will miss the most when I step aside because he always calls me his JR. It means a lot. There are so many people that call his matches across the universe. But for him to label me that, all the people that I've worked with over the years, as far as in-ring performers, he's been one of the most gracious. He's been on this show more than anybody. We're going to have him on down the road, in regards to CSW in a while. Have him back again. We're legitimately going to get him that jacket that we've been talking about for years. Before it's over, he's going to get a jacket. I guarantee it. Um, but I owe Marche Rocket a lot. At one point when I was feeling kind of done with things, he talked me off a ledge. So very important person in my pursuits of what I do. And I understand and respect him for who he is. And a ride with him is great. We talk. It's just such a it's a nice conversation to have going to the middle of nowhere sometimes where it feels. But that's neither here nor there for Travis. Um, Another match that's happening is a four-man fatal four-way, as they call them, fatal four-way contest. And there are four men in this match, and I'm rooting for three of them.
Just three?
Just as long as the one doesn't win. Uh, Disco Ray, I adore. Cal Bloom, I have never worked with, but I'm a fan. I have seen him work. He is really good. Jared Jacks is one of the nicest guys and one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. What a champion he was as the Bakerville bar champion. They are three-fourths of the four-way. And then there's that motherfucker, Aaron Xavier.
Mm.
How the hell he is still around after what Ben McCoy did to him? I can't even understand it. And when I shared this match, I basically told the world I'm voting for everybody but him. And I also warned him because he's got a bad habit of coming around to commentary and trying to goat me. Now, ever since he came to Frontline, you know, the
I was
creator,
there.
the creator Ben McCoy brought him in to bother me because he knows our history. Well, eventually the creator found out what I had been telling him, that you can't trust that son of a bitch. And he betrayed him, and then we saw the rapture turn on Ben, and thus the hero's journey began and ended in high fashion, right? We all know the story. But
Right.
somehow Aaron Xavier is still here. So, as I said on social media, I will say it live here, and I, unlike the governor, will stand face to face with someone and talk this mess. I don't do it behind just a keyboard. If he comes by commentary and he gets too close to me to get in my face to talk his mess, I will punch him in the face. So that's what I have to say about that. To me, this looks like a match that anybody could win. I tend to think Cal Bloom finds a way to get it done. But again, it's anybody's show, it's anybody's match, and anything can happen at a Frontline Pro show. What are your thoughts?
Is the Rapture dead?
I guess not. They got a tag team match against Thunder and
No,
Light.
but do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I don't like where you're going with this.
I necessarily don't want to go there.
Yeah,
But now
I just
it's
assumed you didn't go there.
but with all the pieces still, it's almost like I feel like I'm watching Voltron. Like, yes, the lines are all there. They haven't formed, but they are still there. And it's only a matter of time. Like we're the same age, Steve. We
I'm
watched,
older I'm older than
yeah,
you little
what?
boy.
Yeah, right. We watched Voltron and we knew. Yeah,
I never watched Voltron. I hated that fucking show.
yeah, right.
I never
Stop.
watched it.
Never?
I was a fan of the Shogun Warriors, and as far as I'm concerned, Voltron tried to steal the Shogun Warriors.
No.
Yeah.
No. Voltron was way better. Voltron. The lions were way
I was a
better.
little old for the Voltron.
No.
My brother, who is your age, played with the Voltrons.
I didn't play with them because my parents wouldn't buy them. Thanks, Mom.
All right, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy you a Voltron just for you.
Ooh, don't say it because I will hold your ass to it.
Have to go on eBay.
But
you can't find that shit anywhere anymore.
yeah, you can, but that shit is expensive as fuck. I did find one guy he built, and we'll get back on the subject in a second.
Let's get back on
But
I gotta get out of here.
I found the guy built everything uh, with parts. He designed everything piece by piece. He did, and he built his own Voltron, and I was like amazed. Like everything worked, and I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
build my own Mach 5, and that's what I'm gonna drive to Marshfield.
well, hey, that works for me too.
With the red
You know,
ascot.
transmute, baby. Um,
Shadow of the
so
Planet.
um,
Mark Jason. And
dude,
from Center Neptune,
don't
7
even get me
star
started because
Kevin.
they've been talking about a live version for a minute, and there is a live version in Japan. I'm trying to get my hands on it. I don't know how it turned out, but I still want to see it.
Back to the
Fatal
show.
four way.
Just as long as you don't say Xavier. Say anyone. Love Disco Ray. Love Jared Jacks.
I, I,
Don't give that evil son
so
of a
I
bitch
have
a
much
moment.
respect for Jax. You know, we hung out when I was up there and just talking to the guy. Uh, More respect, admiration. The guy. I think if you have to put a heart and soul to frontline, Jared Jacks is that heart and soul. Everybody loves Disco Ray. Um, Again, I don't know the third competitor, even though you've seen him. Um,
Bloom's a bad motherfucker.
but it's that last person, man. That
Oh, moving on. Moving on. Not giving him the time of the day. And I am going to give you what could possibly be the match of the night, if not the match of the year. The Watch
banger.
Your Six Challenge.
Okay,
Six
what is that?
competitors with the possibility of being the number one contender to the
Okay,
heavyweight title on the line. Are you ready for this 27 Yankee All-Star lineup of this match?
I thought it was
I,
just six.
I think I might die on commentary.
It's more than six.
There's six.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Brock Hall,
Okay,
Coda Jacobs, who is royalty at Frontline Pro, has held every title.
okay.
You have got Dante Casanova. You know who he is. El
Yeah,
Jaguar.
yeah.
You have got Auguste Artois, who that's just a bad dude right there. And then you've got the generational treasure, Shaq Jordan. That's five. Want to know who
Who's
number
the six?
six is?
I got a feeling I know who, but
The
say it.
GOAT. The GOAT is number six.
Who?
Sierra.
Shit.
I love this match. I love these people fighting in a ring for a chance to become champion at some point.
Who
Brock
you
Hall.
pick? Who
Brock
you pick?
Hall is one of the biggest stars Wisconsin has
Who
ever seen.
you picking? Who you picking? Who you picking?
Cody
Who you
Jacobs,
picking?
I told you, champion among champions. Auguste Artois, his reputation speaks for itself. El Jaguar, Dante Casanova, NWA, he's everywhere. He was at CSW and he killed it. He is spectacular.
Okay, come on.
Jack Jordan,
Okay,
we
it's
know,
Sierra. It's Sierra. And who you picking?
but the X factor is the GOAT. Never bet against the GOAT.
So you're picking Sierra.
It's Sierra's world, man. I just live in it.
I'm not knocking it, but Shaq, you saw it as well as I did. Shaq is rejuvenated. Shaq is just coming back off of a tour from Canada. I believe Shaq is this is a different Shaq Jordan, bro. This he different. I can't put my finger on it. I know he ain't your favorite person,
Well,
but
you know what? There are many layers to Shaq Jordan, and I have come to terms with what happened to me. I had no business being in the ring with Shaq Jordan. So what happened to me was inevitable. So I can't hate on a man for that. I stepped into his house. He taught me a few things about myself, and I'm smarter for the experience. Doesn't mean I don't love him. Here's the thing. This is the main event of the evening. The winner gets a shot at the championship at Night for Tyler 8, which is coming in September. It's one of the biggest,
September
I
what?
think it's September. I'll have to look. I don't know the date.
13th? If it's 13th, that's up.
It is not the 13th. It is later in the month, September 27th, Night for Tyler 8.
uh Pencil me in the ride.
I'll believe that shit when I see that shit.
I rode with you to the last Night for Tyler,
No, you
right?
didn't ride with me. You slept in a car that I happened to be driving.
No, I slept on the
I'm
way back.
still wiping the drool off my car from Sea Red. Comes up here. Oh, there's some more Sea Red drool.
I'm no, that was on the way back because I don't do past I don't do 4 hours. I fly.
Uh, Again, as far as main events go, this is sick, and this is why the new front line is taking things to a different level. That's why we're wrestling in casinos in 2026. That's why we're wrestling at a stadium in 2026 because Frontline is a vision of the future, and it's just going to get bigger from here. And this match is one of those reasons. Any of those six people could headline a show anywhere, and they're all headlining this show at the same time. It's the 27 Yankees, man. That lineup is undeniable. And I know that word has been thrown around lately to cheapen some things, but not the way that I'm using it now. And I've saved a match for last because I felt it needed to be saved for last. The championship is on the line. Josh Price gets his rematch versus Warhorse Jake Parnell. Now, for the last 2 years, I have worked darn near twice a month, or yeah, darn near twice a month with Jake. I have come, I don't always agree with his means. I don't agree with his nihilistic attitude, but I do believe he might be the best professional wrestler I've ever seen or called matches for live. As far as being that guy, that master strategist, in-ring performer, mat technician, thriving character. He is everything. If you're gonna make a professional wrestler like Frankenstein it, like Weird Science, you would make Jake Parnell. He can go anywhere and work anybody at any time, and you walk away from that match going, that might be one of the best matches I've ever seen. We talked about the match he had at CSW this past month with Ryan Matthews. And he took Ryan Matthews to the woodshed. And I think single-handedly will be the reason that Ryan Matthews' character levels up. When you go into a match with Jake Parnell, it changes your career trajectory. And then there's Josh Price, the wrecker, the meat sauce, who is hallowed ground at Frontline Pro. The man that got injured and had to fight his way back to reclaim his title, only to have it taken by the Warhorse, with an incidental situation caused by Kid Lat, who is Josh's friend. So there's a lot of emotions for Josh Price going into this match, but the Wrecker wants his title back. And Jake Parnell is going to have to be that damn good to stop the Wrecker one more time. And their first match is historic in the annals of Frontline Pro. This one, they're both are going to walk in, but one of them might not walk out. So there's all the reasons you need to come to Frontline Pro at Marshfield at the Bakerville bar. It's going to be electric. You know, there are very few things that I would drive 4.5 hours to do, and this is one of them. Actually, this is the only one. So that's Crossfire in a nutshell. I suggest you all go out and check it out. I look forward to doing commentary with Chris and Annie. We have quite a good rapport, so I think it'll be a great show. It'll be a fun show, and I'm looking forward to it. Red, we've had an eventful night. It's gone very much longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. That's sometimes the way we roll here. Next week, it's a Rocket Pro show. We are at the precipice of RPW's 7th season debut, Fall Brawl, which is coming up a Saturday from now. And our guests next week on this program to talk about the new Frontline is going to be the tag team you never knew you needed until they came around. And that would be Pizza and Beer. So they will be our guests next week. I want to thank Chris Classic. I want to thank the governor. I even want to thank that stupid son of a bitch, Mr. Young. If you're in town, go see C3 and Dyer. Even if you're out of town, go see it. Should be a hell of a show. Red, thanks for coming back and cleaning up the mess.
I try.
One more thing before we go. Do you remember last week we had Lily La Pescadita on this show?
Oh, yes, and I saw what you did.
I told you on this show that I was going to do it.
Yeah, you did.
You know, we've got Maggie and Heather Reckless from TNA coming back on this show. And I had intentions of maybe Maggie Lee taking on Amina Belmont or Heather Reckless trying to get her title back. But after sitting here and listening to Lily tell her story, how could you not, as a fan of this business, give that woman a shot to complete her story? We'll be talking about this as we get closer and closer to the next Chicago style wrestling show. But Lily is going to get her shot, and I think we just might have found someone that can take that strap off the Phoenix Princess. Which means she needs to beat Renee Van Peebles because she'll be strapless if she doesn't do that. Red,
We'll see.
As always, it's a pleasure. Thank you
Always.
for Power Hour. We will catch up with you next week. And you guys have a good week and stay excellent. Or as Bill and Ted says, be excellent to each other. Good night, everybody.